Can we just talk about small group work or small group teaching now? First of all, can you just tell me what you think the advantages are of working together collaboratively in small groups?
I think it's good because you get to sort of, obviously different people have different areas that they're good at and stuff, and you kind of like get in different points of view as well. So I think it's quite good in just getting like a broader view of a problem, particularly in our group where we're like an interdisciplinary group, so we've got kind of quite a lot of different viewpoints.
Right, so you're from different disciplines within engineering. Erica, any pluses?
Yeah, it's definitely, like, we've got different expertise in like different areas, as Alex was saying, and I personally find that I learn much more effectively when I'm working in a group, because we're actually doing stuff, so not just trying to take in slides from a lecture, or I'm actually applying what I'm learning, and I'm learning a lot as well about other disciplines, so aerochem control systems, so we all have different inputs, and so we finish the project learning much more about different areas, which is very helpful.
Okay, I'll try and sum up in a minute, but just see what Jay and Ben suggest about advantages.
This group project worked with different people, and just give me a more sense of atmosphere or experience, I could say, compared to the actual work. Because after I graduate from the university and I'm going to work with different people from different backgrounds, this will give me a very high level of efficiency in working to further carry on the project I'm going to achieve.
Yeah. Ben, anything to add?
I think one of the key things with working on a project is that you sort of have your end goal, and you realistically know where you are along in that project because you know your end goal. Whereas with like exams, you sort of like, you don't really know where you're at until right up before the deadline. So I think it's quite useful to sort of have a progressive sort of learning as opposed to just sort of going straight for the end.
So lots of advantages from the four of you of working in groups, whether it's a range of strengths, different points of view, preparation for a future life, and the idea that you've got a goal in mind. Let's look at the negatives now, if any, of working in a group. Start with you, Ben. Any negatives?
Well, I think sometimes it's quite difficult for groups to sort of, especially like when we got put together. So because you're all different, we didn't know each other when we like originally started. So obviously we're not going to be like a cohesive unit immediately. And obviously people have different strengths and weaknesses. And I mean, it hasn't happened so far, but I can see in the future like we might potentially get frustrated with other people if they're not like, because we're saying some people have strengths, but obviously other people have weaknesses that we might be better at, and you sort of see that and you're like, oh, I could, do that a bit better or something.
So you could get frustrated with people's weaknesses.
Yeah.
Jay, anything?
Yeah, working groups is, in some terms, is a good thing, but for the different people, maybe it relates to our project because we are doing a synthetic biology project, and I'm from control systems engineering. So my workload compared to my colleagues is not that as many as they are. So it maybe brings to some problems that you are not work as hard as me. So I'm leaving maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But to work with these guys is a very good thing. Yeah. They all cares me a lot, so I'm very happy with my.
But you've got to say that because they're next to you. Okay, Erica, any negatives at all?
In terms when you're doing the like a given project, in terms of like in a course within a lecture environment and stuff, sometimes it can arise that a member of the group doesn't put enough effort, and of course that is very infuriating because that reflects badly on your mark. But in this case, we're working over summer, so in a sense, it doesn't count towards our degree in any way. So we choose to be working during summer, so everyone puts equally the amount of effort, which is good and different from the context of lectures, which sometimes people just have to be working. Here, everyone has chosen to give up their summer and work, so it's different.
And anything else, Alex?
Yeah, I think as Erica said, it's sometimes if group work counts towards your overall grade, it can be a bit tricky because I suppose by its nature, everyone's going to get people who would have done better it's kind of the mark becomes the average ability of the group. So no one's actually, it's not necessarily a reflection of how people are. So I think sometimes that can be an issue, but there's not really, don't think there's really a way around that.